Hello everyone, my name is Lexi Schrader and I am a sophomore in animal science. Today I will be taking you around an undergraduate research lab within the animal science department. In this lab we work on what's known as the Pork Chop Project. The Pork Chop Project started 30 years ago by Dr. Rodney Goodwin of the National Pork Board Association. Dr. Rodney Goodwin asked our lab to assay pork products from a national barrow show pigs. Since then, the research project has expanded to sheep, beef, more swine products, eggs, and even milk products. Right now, we are assaying mallard ducks from North Carolina. With these ducks, we are assaying them for their dry matter content, lipid content, also known as fat, and their protein content as well. To measure the total lipid content within a duck tissue, we start out with a little baggie like this. This is what a grinded up duck oviduct looks like. We weigh out a certain amount of the sample, go through a wet lipid content assay, and in the end, after heating, it ends up looking like this in the vial with little yellow chunks that are the lipid content within the tissue of the oviduct. In the end, to measure the total lipid content in this vial, first we take the vial, measure it to see how much the vial weighs itself, add in the wet lipid content, dry it in a heater, and then we put the vial with the lipid onto a scale and we measure it. Typically, the lipid comes out to be anywhere between 0.15 and 0.2 grams. There are so many ways to get involved with undergraduate research here on campus at Iowa State. The first suggestion I have for you is to find an area of interest or something that you want to learn more about. Then when you start classes, you can ask professors, your advisors, or even other faculty members about research projects that they're involved in or know about, and ask if there's any way you can help out. Even just weighing samples is one thing to add to a resume about lab work. Another way to find undergraduate research is to look at the Student Job Board on Access Plus. There are so many different departments and research projects here on campus at Iowa State waiting for you to get involved in. There are so many benefits to undergraduate research. One amazing benefit is you're earning money to help towards your college expenses. Another one is getting hands-on lab experience that looks great on resumes for future internships and job applications. Another great benefit of undergraduate research is learning how to use lab equipment such as the fume hood behind me. We use a lot of work in the fume hood because this is where a lot of the chemicals are housed and we don't want their scents roaming around the lab, so the fume hood traps those in. Another benefit of undergraduate research is learning how to properly use PPE. As you can see, I'm wearing a lab coat, safety goggles, and my gloves. That keeps the chemical hazards from affecting me and keeps my bacteria from contaminating the specimens that I am using. Thank you so much for joining me today on our tour of an undergraduate research lab. I hope to see you all in a lab here at Iowa State.